I didn't watch. No, I didn't watch you at all. Oh, I'll have to go back and look. I don't know. It's live. If you talk too loudly. Okay, we're back again. I make no promises that the stream will stay up. The internet has been flickering quite a bit today. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with this hurricane. It, could be something else. I'm just kidding. It's the hurricane. Okay, so in front of us we have Dalton Green, Cheyenne Powell Rogers, who is throwing her ball in lane 27, Ryan Clinton and John Clinton, Nicole Tuzlin and Emmett Foster. And one of these bowlers, Emmett is new to the junior gold team this year. As Dalton crosses over, he leaves the 1-3-9. Cheyenne shoots her spare and she misses. Threw her spare ball but didn't quite get it straight enough to the pins she was trying to pick up. She misses. So she'll open in frame 2. As Dalton Green shoots at this 1-3-9. And Dalton hits the head pin and shakes the 3-pin, but doesn't knock anything down but the head pin. He'll open in frame 2 as John Clinton throws his ball. He Brooklyn strikes for a double to start game 4. Ryan Clinton comes up light. He leaves the 1-2-4-6-10. And yes, we are in game 4. Game 4 of 8. This game and one more, and we're cutting all the fields in half, boys, girls, and U12. Nice pickup by Ryan. Picks up the 1-2-4-6-10. Emmett throws his ball in 27, hits light, leaves the, I can't see, hold on, leaves the 4-8. As Nicole crosses over, leaves the Doublewood, the 3-9. Emmett shoots his spare. And hooks a little bit too much. He chops out the 4, leaves the 8-pin. Nicole throws her spare shot. Needs the hook, needs the hook. She got the 9 pin out of the 3-9. Dalton throws, he pulls it, goes to Brooklyn. Doesn't matter. Trips out the 10 late. It's a strike for him in frame 3. Cheyenne lines up on 28. She comes up light, leaves the bucket.
Michelle, your order setting.
Well, Ryan Clinton throws. Light mix-up only leaves the 4 pin. Cheyenne shoots at her bucket, looks good, and commentator jinx. She misses the 5 pin, goes straight through their bucket, a little bit to the right, misses the bucket, misses the 5 pin. Ryan hooks at his 4. He takes care of that. That's 3 spares to start game 4 for Ryan Clinton. His brother, John Clinton, steps up on 28. And he puts it in the gutter with Nicole Tuzlin looking on, getting ready for frame 4. Nicole threw a good ball, hit the pocket, but ball came in a little late. Pin. John hits the pocket, leaves the 5-7 on his spare pickup. And he started strike, and then that gutter 8 put him at 46 in the 3rd. Nicole shoots at her 10. She takes care of that. With Emmett lining up on 28. He throws. Leaves the 8-10. He seems... He's wondering why he left the 8-10. He's a speed dominant player, so sometimes the ball just goes straight through. Light pocket hit, goes right past the 8 pin, leaves a flat 10. Oh, almost picked it up. Almost slid the 8 over. John throws on 27, crosses over. Nice Brooklyn. Trips out the 9 late. He gets back on track. Dalton Green looks to capitalize on his strike from frame 3. He crosses over. Leaves a 5 pin though. Emmett throws. Light pocket leaves the 2-4-5. I've got scores after game 3. So for the boys, in the lead is still Zachary Keene with a 594 after 3. Second place, Joseph Romano, 585. Third place, JC Gunther with a 582. Fourth place, Blake Buffalo with a 570. Fifth place is Brian McLeod with a 568. And in sixth is Aaron Carino with a 568 as well. Now we'll be taking the top 17 after the first 5 games of the boys. Let's go over to the girls where we're going to be taking the top 10 after 5 games. In first right now is Isabel Hughes at 508. Second is Kelsey Cummings at 490. Third is Taylor McDaniel with a 488. Fourth is Cheyenne Powell Rogers with a 454. Fifth, Sam Tuzlin with a 445. And in sixth right now is Autumn Whitmarsh with a 444. And again, we'll be taking the top 10 from the girls into the final 3 games. And in our U12, there is only 6 bowlers, but we're taking the top halves of the top 3 after 5 games. Again, we're in game 4. In first place in U12 right now is Declan Mitchell with a 448. Second place is Dalton Pearsall with 401. Third is Isabel Romano with a 393. And the bottom 3 are Tyrone Brewington with a 369, Caitlin Stoll with a 339, and sixth is Ryan Clinton with a 306. Again, we're in game 4. We're bowling 5 games and then cutting to the top half, then bowling 3 more to determine our winners. Dalton Green cleans up his spare over on 27 as Ryan looks to clean up his 610 on 28, and he chops it. Ball just misses the 10 pin, takes out the 6. That'll be an open for him in the 4th. And so he'll come up on lane 27 as well with Nicole Tuzlin coming up on 28. And Ryan Clinton goes high. Brooklyn trips out the 10 late for a strike. His first strike of the game. Nicole throws on 28. High pocket, trips 4. She gets herself a strike as well in the 5th. Emmett will step up on 28. Cheyenne goes for the nose, leaves the 2-7. Nicole still got the 1-2-8 to shoot at. And Cheyenne just misses her 2-7. That'll be an open for her in the 5th as Nicole shoots at the 1-2-8. She takes care of that. Nice spare after a strike. It's going to bring Nicole to a 76, possible 86 in the 6th frame with John Clinton coming up on 28. And John hits a little light, leaves the 2-4-5.
Helen, your order's ready.
And Cheyenne throws her 6th frame. She strikes, big strike. She threw that really well. Emmett throws, hits pocket, same thing. It's just ball thrown way too fast. Leaves the 8-10. Ball just is going too fast to ever get into its hook phase, so the ball doesn't continue to the pocket, leaving 8. And hitting the pocket a little to the right, which leaves that flat 10. John throws at the big 4 here. Look like it might have a chance, but he actually only takes out the 10 pin out of that big 4. As Dalton Green steps up. Dalton throws. Looks like it's going to come up light. It does. Leaves the 2-5. As Emmett skates down the side of the lane. He takes off the 10 pin. Dalton shoots at his 2-5. He covers. Nice spare for Dalton. He's doing really good. 3 spares in a row now. Emmett goes for the spare here. Looks like he went through the nose, leaves the 6 pin. As Ryan Clinton strikes again, that's a double for him. Dalton tosses on 27, looks good. That was flush. That was a nice strike. So Dalton Green's going to be at 113, possible 133 in the 7th. Nicole tosses on 28. She goes Brooklyn. Flush Brooklyn. She gets herself a strike. She's going to be at 96, possible 126. Excuse me. 96, possible 126. Math is tough in the 7th frame as Ryan leaves the 7 on lane 27. The Cheyenne throws. Looks like she pulled it a little bit. She did. Lux out there only leaves a 2 pin. Ryan throws. We skipped there a second. I thought the internet was about to go back out. But we're good. As Cheyenne covers up her spare. Cheyenne's going to be at 93, possible 113 in the 7th frame. John Clinton throws another strike. It's his 4th strike this game. But he's had a couple of opens, so that's going to put him at 119, possible 129 in the 7th. And Nicole will be our first taker for frame 8. She comes up a little bit to the right, leaves the 1, 2, 4, 8. Emmett throws. Goes Brooklyn. Flush Brooklyn. It's a strike. Cole tosses at her spare. She misses the 4. That's an open in the 8th. It's going to bring her to 114 in the 8th frame. And Dalton tosses. Hits a little light on the pocket. Head pin didn't take out the 7. So he'll have a 7 pin to shoot at as Cheyenne pulls a little bit. Goes Brooklyn, leaves the 8 pin. Dalton looked to trip a little bit on that one. He misses his 7-pin attempt. That'll be an open. That'll put him at 131 in the 8th. Cheyenne covers, coming to 112, possible 122 in the 8th. Ryan throws, comes up all high and got a really good trip there. He had the 4-9 standing, but the 9 fell late. That could have been a lot worse, as his brother John goes to the nose and almost leaves the big 4, but just as bad, the 4, 6, 7. And Ryan misses his spare conversion. He'll have a 127 in the 8th frame. John shoots at his 4, 6, 7. He'll take out the 4, 7, but doesn't get the 6. That puts him at 117 in the 8th. As Nicole Tuzlin comes up for the foundation frame, the 9th frame. Nicole goes high Brooklyn, trips the 10 late, gets a nice strike on the 9th. As Emmett leaves the 6-10. Cheyenne goes Brooklyn, leaves the 4-5. Emmett, he takes care of his spare. Cheyenne just misses the 4-pin, takes out the 5. She'll have a 129 going into the 10th frame. Nice throw from Green. Comes in a little light. Leaves the 5-pin. Ball just deflects off the head pin, just misses the 5. Dalton converts. We'll have a 141, possible 151 going into the 10th. John Clinton misses his spare, misses the head pin. It's a 9 count for him going to the 10th frame. He'll have a 126 in the 9th. Ryan Clinton gets it way out. And it just barely recovers, leaving the 1, 4, 5, 7, 8. Emmett tosses, comes into the right of the pocket, leaves the 1, 2, 4. And, Ryan Clinton doesn't hit. He gets everything but the 7-pin on that spare attempt. So I think, that was not his 10th. So he'll have a 136 going to the 10th as Emmett misses his spare attempt. He'll finish game 4 with a 126. And Nicole's got a 3, 6, 10 to shoot at. Dalton Green goes high on his first attempt in the 10th frame. He leaves the 6-10. Nicole misses her spare. She'll finish with a 142. Dalton shoots at his 6-10. Looked like he was going to get it, but 6-pin just goes right behind the 10. He finishes with a 158 in game 4. Cheyenne comes up left of the pocket, leaving the 1-3-6-7. And Ryan, for his first ball in the 10th, leaves the 10-pin. Cheyenne just misses her spare attempt. She finishes with a 136 in game 4. John Clinton leaves another split. He'll have the 6-7-10 to shoot at here in the 10th frame. He misses, so he'll finish with a 133 in game 4. Melissa thinks I'm talking to her, but I'm talking to you. Dale Gleason was going to bowl today, but he saw the competition and decided not to bowl. He ain't that good. So we just finished up game 4. We've actually got every other pair still bowling. Since we only have 6 on this pair, they finish up pretty quick. As soon as we get done with game 4, we will get into game 5, which is our final qualifying game. After game 5, again, we're going to cut the top half of each division. That's boys, girls, and U12. And we were going to bowl 3. We may bowl 2. I will keep you notified on that. Again, we got one more game of qualifying. I will be right back. All right, here we go for game 5. This is our final game of qualifying. So we did change a little bit. The boys and the girls were going to bowl 3 games after the 5 games of qualifying, so 8 games total. But we're actually going to bowl 2 games, and the U12, instead of bowling 2 after qualifying, they're only going to bowl 1. So U12, we're going to cut in half after this game and only bowl 1 more. Boys and girls, we're going to cut in the fields in half and then only bowl 2 instead of 3. So a little bit of a change just because of the weather. But here we go for game 5. And in front of us, we have, let me get the names here. I know most of them. A couple I don't, and I don't want to mess up anybody's name. So here. All right, so we have Joseph Romano, Enrique Priest, who just threw his ball in 27. We also have Scott McGeehan, who is a new Buffalo Lanes Junior Gold Bowler. Caleb Baker, Aaron Carino. Did I say Tyler Howard? Tyler Howard, if I didn't say it. And Isabella Romano.
Stephanie, your order setting?
Scott McGeehan's lefty two-hander bowler who just picked up a nice split, the 3-6-7. That was very nice. As Aaron Carino will step up for his first frame on lane 27. Aaron throws. A little light, mixes him up, gets a nice strike, trips out the 8 pin a little late, but strikes in frame 1 as Tyler Howard throws on 28. And he hits light as well, but also a strike, trips the 7 out late. That'll bring up Joseph Romano on 28, and Caleb Baker will throw his first frame on 27. And Caleb throws his ball. He trips out the 5 pin late, gets a strike in frame 1. And Joseph Romano leaves the 4 pin on lane 28 with his sister Isabella Romano coming up on 27. She goes through the nose, gets a little lucky though, trips out that 7 late. She'll have the 6-10 to shoot at. As Joseph looks to cover his 4, and he does. And he starts out 9 spare, 9 spare. Isabella Romano throws at her spare. She covers as Enrique Priest crosses over for his second frame. He leaves the 1-3. Scott throws his ball, and he crosses over, leaves the 5 pin. Enrique tosses. Looks good. Enrique chops out the head pin, misses the 3. Scott misses his 5 pin. So he'll have a 28 in the second frame. Aaron Carino will step up on 28, and Tyler Howard will be in waiting on lane 27. Carino goes for the nose, leaves the 6-10. Tyler Howard comes up high. He's real lucky. He had the 4-7. He had the big 4 standing. Trips off the 4-7-10, leaves the 6. Aaron covers. And Tyler misses his 6. So he'll open for frame 2. All right, I have got some scores after game 4. So we're in game 5. All right, for the boys. Again, we're taking the top 17 out of 33 bowlers. I'm going to give you the top 6, though. In first right now is Nick Penny with an 840. Second place is Blake Buffalo with an 825. Third is JC Gunther with a 782. Fourth is Zachary Keene with a 761. Fifth, Joseph Romano, who's right in front of us with a 755. And in sixth right now is Dalton Harrison with a 749. And for the girls, we're taking the top 10 out of 20 bowlers. I'm going to give you the top 6. First place right now is Taylor McDaniel still with a 642. Second is Emma Stoll with a 639. Third is Isabel Hughes, 632. Fourth is Kelsey Cummins with a 621. Fifth, Sam Tuzlin with a 592. And in sixth place is Cheyenne Powell Rogers with a 590. And our final division, the U12, we have 6 bowlers, so we're taking the top 3. I'll actually give you all 6. In first right now is Declan Mitchell with a 578. Second, Isabella Romano is right in front of us with a 549. Third is Dalton Pearsall with a 539. Fourth, Tyrone Brewington just out of it with a 493. Fifth, Caitlin Stoll, 462. And in sixth is Ryan Clinton with a 451. Enrique Priest got a 7-pin to shoot at, and Isabel Romano is throwing her third frame. She goes a little high, shakes the 6-pin, but it doesn't fall over as Enrique misses his spare on lane 27. Isabella goes at this 6-pin. She covers. Nice spare in the third frame. 2 spares back to back. Carino looks to keep this good game going. He goes for the nose, but only leaves the 3-pin. Scott throws. Looks good. Hooks a little too early, goes to the nose, leaves the 2-4. Aaron shoots at his 3. He just misses. It looked like he was going to get there, but he just misses. So he'll open for a 48 in the third frame. Scott tosses and misses. Gets the 4 out of that one. My goodness. Words are just not working with me. He gets the 4 out of that 2-4. So he'll open for a 37 in the third. Caleb Baker lines up for his third frame. And he comes up to the right of the pocket, leaves the 1-2-7. Tyler tosses. Looks good. He strikes. And he'll have a 38, possible 58 in the third. Caleb throws at his spare. He takes care of that. No problem for him. He'll be at 38, possible 48 in the third. Joseph starts off his fourth frame with a 4-pin. And his sister Isabella. I try to do better than that over on 27. Looks like it's going to go Brooklyn. She leaves double wood, leaves the 3-9. Joseph covers. He has 4 spares in a row. Isabella's got a double wood to throw at. Needs to hook, needs to hook, needs to hook. Hits the 3, doesn't get the 9 though. Enrique Priest, he goes for the nose, leaves the 3-6-7-10 as Scott two-hands his ball down 27, gets a light pocket hit, trips out the 6-10 for a nice strike. Enrique looks like, he pulled that spare opportunity a little bit. Gets the 3-6-10, doesn't get the 7 though. So he will have an open for a 36 in the fourth, with Tyler throwing his fourth frame shot on 27. Looks good. Trips 7 late. He gets himself a double on game 5. Carino gets a nice strike over on lane 28. He gets back on track after that open in frame 3. I'm telling you, words are just not coming out right today. Although I guess it's the same for every day. And Joseph goes for the nose. He leaves the 3-6-10. Caleb throws at his fourth frame. He comes up light, leaves the 1-2-4-10. With Joseph shooting his spare shot, he covers up. That's another spare for him. I think that's 5 spares in a row. I believe so, yeah. He started his game all spares. Enrique throws a good ball. Hits a little light, leaves the 2-4-5. Caleb didn't like that. Looked like it was going to be good, but just misses the head pin. Gets the 2-4 of that 1-2-4-10. So Caleb will have a 52 in the fourth frame. Enrique misses his spare. Hits the 5, doesn't get the 2-4. Isabella comes up right of the pocket, leaving the 1-2-4-8. Aaron Carino looks good. I shouldn't have said that, but he did strike, even though I said it looked good. So that's a double for Aaron in frame 5. Isabella just misses her spare. Doesn't get the 4 pin out of that 1-2-4-8. She'll have a 64 in the 5th. And Caleb goes for the nose. A little bit Brooklyn. Only leaves the 3 pin, though. Should be a makeable spare. As Scott tosses on 28. Got that one a little wide. Goes in the gutter for frame 5. Caleb spares up. He'll have a 62, possible 72 in the 5th. Scott looks to spare up here. And he goes to the nose, gets an 8 count. That'll put him at 63 in the 5th. Isabella also goes through the nose, but gets a lot of help. She had the 4-7 standing, but those got tripped out and only leaves the 6. Tyler gets a light mix-up for a strike. That's a turkey for Tyler. Trying to capitalize on his last game he shot. Oh, 187. I thought it was better than that. 187, still good. He's in the cut line, and so is Joseph Romano right now. And Aaron. And Caleb is not. Joseph tosses. Looks good. That's a nice strike. That's his first strike of the game. Scott goes to the nose again. Ball's just hooking way too much for him. He leaves a 4 pin there. Enrique's going to cross over, but it is a strike. Nothing to be mad about there. Brooklyn strike is still a strike. Tyler tosses it. Adjust on that one. That's beautiful. That's perfect. He gets another strike for a 4-bagger as Aaron Carino goes high. Brooklyn leaves the 6 pin. Aaron throws. He covers up his spare. Joseph stands up, He's going to try and capitalize on that strike from 6th frame. He goes for the nose, but gets real lucky. Only leaves a 6-pin. You can tell he's excited about that. Joseph spares up, continuing his clean game. He'll have a 123, possible 133 in the 7th frame, with Caleb trying to cover up a 1-2. Caleb covers, bringing Caleb to 80, possible 90 in the 6th. I can. It's going good. Isabella goes for the nose, leaves the 4, 7, 9. We have 2 more games after this. 2 more. Enrique covers. That'll put Enrique at 74, possible 84 in the 7th. Isabella covers up 2 of those 3 pins. That'll bring her to 90 in the 7th. Aaron pulls his. Doesn't matter. Beautiful Brooklyn. He got excited about that one. Scott throws. That actually looks like a good ball. It is. Beautiful. Very nice strike. With Caleb Baker going through the nose, he leaves the 6-10 in the 7th frame. Tyler Howard looks to get a 5-bagger here. Oh, ball came in a little late, leaves a flat 10. Caleb covers. It's his 3rd spare in a row. Tyler misses his 10-pin. That's his 2nd frame where he hasn't struck, but he's also opened. So he'll have a 145 in the 7th frame. Joseph tosses. He goes rook and leaves a 5-pin. Isabella covers up her spare. She'll be at 100, possible 110 in the 8th frame. Joseph misses his 5-pin. That'll put him at 141 in the 8th. Nice toss there from Scott. He leaves a 6-pin though. Came in a little high. Enrique Priest pulls his, only gets the 7. Scott's going to try and clean up this 6. Looks like he does. Puts him at 113, possible 123 in the 8th. Enrique crosses over for that spare opportunity. He gets it. Put him at 85, possible 95 in the 8th. And Tyler throws his 8th frame. He strikes. He gets back on track. Aaron Carino crosses over, and he hated it. He's got his head down, but trips out the 6-pin and gets a strike. That'll be a double for Aaron. Joseph throws, comes in light, trips the 4-pin forward. Well, that'll be a strike for Joseph in the 9th frame. Caleb Baker comes up right of the head pin, leaves the 1-2-4. Enrique comes up right of the head pin as well. He leaves the 1-2-8-9. Caleb misses his spare. He's definitely struggled this game. Enrique picks up his spare. That's his 3rd spare in a row. 4th covered frame in a row. Isabella throws a nice ball there. Can't get the 4-pin out. As Aaron Carino hits pocket, he gets a turkey going into the 10th frame. Isabella covers. She'll have a spare going into the 10th. Scott goes for the nose, leaves the 5 pin, had the 5-8. 8 falls late. That rhymed. 8 falls late, but only leaves the 5. A lot of our pairs have already finished up. Still got a couple, including our pair right here in front of us, because they've got $7. Scott goes for his 5 pin. He covers. Isabella hits light, leaves the bucket. 2, 4, 5, 8. Here comes Tyler Howard. Comes in a little light, cannot get the 7 pin trip. Had several pins in front of it, and they just kept hitting each other. So he'll have a 7 pin to shoot at. Tyler throws. Gets himself a spare to go into the 10th frame. He'll have a 175, possible 185 going into the 10th. As Isabella Romano, she finished up with a 134. Scott throws a strike for his first ball in the 10th. Oh, Joseph hit pocket, had the 8-10 standing, but something came out of the pit and hit the 8 late. So he's only got a 10. Scott goes for the nose on that one, leaves a 4 pin for his second ball in the 10th. He'll have a chance here to cover that up and get one more pin as Joseph spares. And he'll have one more ball here in the 10th frame as well. Scott spares up. He'll finish game 5 with a 162. As Joseph hits light and he strikes for his second ball in the 10th. Finishing with a 181 in game 5. Enrique is going to cross over on his first ball in the 10th. Had double wood, but 9-pin falls. He's got a 3-pin to contend with now. Tyler throws his first in the 10th. He seemed a little worried about it, but it hit flush. He strikes. Puts him at 195. He can strike 2 more times for a 225. And Enrique misses his spare. He finishes 119 for game 5. Tyler goes high that time. Only leaves a 6-pin though. Trips the 10. As Carino goes a little high as well, leaves a 4-pin. Tyler covers. He'll finish with a 205 in game 5. Carino covers. He'll have one more in the 10th. He can strike one more time for a 216. And Carino goes high again, but still a good game. Finishes with a 214 for game 5. And we'll have one more bowler here on lanes 27 and 28. And it looks like just one more bowler on a couple other pairs too, bowling at the same time as Caleb here. And Caleb hits light, leaves the 2-5. Caleb covers. We'll have one more ball in the 10th. He crosses over there, gets a 7 count. And that'll put him at 151 for game 5, and that is it for our qualifying. I think we have one bowler that needs to throw one more ball. Yep, right here on 26, Zachary Keene. Again, we're going to come back with the top half boys, top half girls, top half U12. Boys and girls are going to bowl 2 more games to determine our winners, a winner. And our U12 is going to bowl 1 more game. So give us a couple minutes. We'll have some standings, and we'll have our top half of the field and bowl 2 more games. Be right back. Okay, we're back. And we have our top half in the boys, girls, and U12. Boys and girls are going to be bowling 2 more games to determine our winner, and U12 is bowling 1 more game. Right here in front of us, we're going to have Emma Stoll, Kendall Bigley, Isabel Hughes, Taylor McDaniel, and Kelsey Cummings for the first game. We are carrying pin total over. So the best out of these 7 games will win. And we will be giving away several spots to nationals today. I'm not sure of the exact ratio, but we'll definitely be giving several spots. We're still practicing a little bit here. We have about 3 or 4 minutes left in practice, and then we'll get right in to game 6. All right, still got 1 more minute on the boys' practice, and we will get right into this. I'm actually about to post the standings on the Junior Gold page and on Facebook of the standings after the first 5 games. You're not going to mess anything up. It'll be all right.
Okay, everyone starts to finish up real quick. We're doing 3 boys spots and what I believe to be 3 girls spots and 1 U12 spot. Okay? So once we post the scores from game 1, you'll see some gray shaded names up there on the board. Those are kids that already have spots. All right? Just to let you know that's what that will mean. Anybody have any questions? You're going to move to the right after every game. Remember, you're only bowling 2 games and not 3. All right? You guys can get started. They'll finish up their practice.
Come sit down. Here. You're in order. Sit here. A, B, C, D, E, Get over here. Sit down.
All right, Isabel starts us off with a strike on lane 27. It got really quiet in here. I guess because nobody's bowling. Taylor McDaniel comes up a little light, leaves the 2-4-5 on 28. Kendall Bigley leaves a 10 pin on 28 as Kelsey Cummings looks to cover her 10 pin on 27. She does. All right. Let's go over who's actually made the cut for boys, girls, and U12. And while we watch some bowling for the boys, it was the top 17. So in first right now is Nick Penny. Second, Blake Buffalo. Third, J.C. Gunther. Fourth, Zachary Keene. Fifth, Aaron Carino. Sixth, Joseph Romano. Seventh, Tyler Howard. Eighth, Brian McLeod. Ninth, Amir Green. 10th, Dalton Harrison. 11th, Matthew Hannon. 12th, Matt Morgan. 13th, Dalton Green. 14th, Nolan Hughes. 15th, Brian Locke. 16th, KJ Moore. And then 17th was Adam Galt. Again, they're bowling 2 more games to determine our winner. And for the girls, we took the top 10. And first was Isabel Hughes. Second, Emma Stoll. Third, Kelsey Cummings. Fourth, Taylor McDaniel. Fifth, Kendall Bigley. Sixth, Sam Tuzlin. Seventh, Alyssa Paul. Eighth, Nicole Tuzlin. Ninth, Cheyenne Powell Rogers. And in 10th, Rachel Levine. And for our U12, our top 3 were in first place, Declan Mitchell, second place. Isabella Romano, and third, Dalton Pearsall. All right. I did walk away again for a second. Had to go get some scores so that I could put them online for you. And Taylor McDaniel throws it a 6-pin. She covers. As Kelsey Cummings comes up on lane 27. Kendall Bigley picks up her spare. Taylor McDaniel will step up on lane 27 for her 6th frame. She strikes. Looks like she is struck every time on that lane. As Isabel Hughes steps up on 28, who started the game with Hambone, then 8 spared. And here we are in the 6th frame. And this is going to be a little right of the pocket. She leaves a 1-2-4. Kendall throws her 7th. Oops, excuse me, 6th. Goes for the nose, but gets a good trip. She had the 4-5 standing. She only leaves the 5-pin. Oh, 9-pin. Isabel covers. She continues her nice game. And Kendall spares. She continues her all spare game. Emma Stoll throws a good ball there. She trips the 10 late. That'll get her a turkey. Isabel's up again. She's over on 27 as Kelsey waits and gets ready on lane 28. Isabel throws a really good ball there. She buries it. She gets back on track and strikes again. And Kelsey comes up a little right of the pocket. She leaves the 1-2-4. Kelsey throws at her spare. She covers. As Emma throws at 3, 6, 7, 10. Looks, just misses the 3-pin. She got the 6-10. Couldn't get the 3-7. Taylor throws her 7th frame. Comes in a little high, leaves the 2-9. Kelsey crosses over there, leaves only the 5-pin. Taylor throws it this 2-9. Looks like she's going to get the 2, but doesn't get the 9. Kelsey lines up. Takes care of that 5-pin. Kendall throws her 7th frame. And comes in right of the head pin, leaves the 1-2-10. Taylor comes in high again, leaves the 3-6-10. Kendall throws. Misses the head pin. She takes care of the 2, though. Isabel strikes again. That's a double. Kendall's going to cross over there. Leaves the 6-10. Kelsey comes to the nose, leaves the 6-10 as Isabel looks to cover up a 10-pin on 27. Kelsey throws a strike there in the 9th frame, with Kendall Bigley stepping up for her 9th frame on lane 28. And she goes for the nose, leaves the 4-6-7. Thank you. Yeah. Taylor leaves a tough 8-10, with Isabel looking on, ready to start her 10th frame. And Taylor just misses it. She actually looked like she might have a chance at it. She finishes with a 142 in game 6. And Isabel leaves a flat 10 on 28 for her first ball in the 10th. And Kendall crosses over there. Had the 6-10 standing, trips the 10 out, but still has the 6. Isabel covers her 10 pin. She'll have one more ball in the 10th frame. She's at 223. She can strike one more time here for 233. And Kendall spares up. She'll get a fill ball. And Isabel misses right on that. She 6 counts for a 229 for game 6. Kendall 9 counts. She'll finish with a 161. And the stall crosses over for her first ball in the 10th. She spares up, puts her at 174. She can strike right here for 184. And crosses over again, but she strikes. 184 for game 6. Kelsey Cummins crosses over. She strikes for her first ball in the 10th. She goes for the nose on that one, leaves the 6-pin. Looks good. She covers. She finishes with 165 in game 6. Everybody's going to move. We're going to bowl one more game. Our U12 bowlers are done. Looks like Declan Mitchell was our champion down there. I think we're only taking one. I feel like we're taking one spot in the U12. So Declan Mitchell gets his spot to Junior Gold Nationals and Cleveland next year as Brian Locke dances in front of the camera.
Tell them how bad I'm bowling. Watch. This is gonna be the game you get to watch. This is the game you get to watch Brian bowl very bad. Very bad. Watch me bowl bad.
Some
Is the sound synced up with this video?
extra commentary from Brian Locke.
I will bowl bad. I am taking over duties. Taking over the duties of commentating. Ooh, KJ Moore packs the pocket. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. All right. Let's see if Nolan, good spare. Now it's my turn. Watch and learn, folks.
That was Brian Locke, who's about to come up on lane 28. He leaves a 3-pin. He couldn't deliver on his promise. So in front of us, we've got obviously Brian Locke, who's throwing a 3-pin on lane 28. Nolan who's stepping up on lane 27. Adam Galt and KJ Moore.
Let me just tell him one more thing. I'm not gonna say it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get a 9-pin. Wait, not 9 spare. My bad. My 9 spare. No. I was like a 3. And ladies and gentlemen, that is not how you do math or English. I'm hot.
All right, I'm back. Brian Locke's going to go back to bowling. As Nolan Hughes throws a great strike on lane 27. KJ Moore shoots at a 4-pin over on 28. He covers. He starts strike, 9 spare. Brian Locke throws. Big strike from him on lane 27.
Come on, come on. Thunder has struck.
Thunder has struck.
You gotta say quote from Brian Locke.
Thunder doesn't strike, lightning strikes.
All right, it's a lightning struck and then the thunder made the
I got you.
Brian Locke.
A vote for Brian Locke. Got
He
it.
is an English paper.
KJ Moore throws a nice strike on 27.
My commentary is so much more interesting. Don't you agree? Why don't you have the bowlers
I agree.
their own shots?
Because you're supposed to be bowling. Then you get distracted, and then I'll get in trouble from Melissa.
How many views we got?
Right now, there's 6 people watching, and a dislike.
They probably didn't like my top.
They didn't like your commentating. Nolan Hughes throws his third frame on 28. He comes in light, leaves a 7-pin with Adam Galt coming up on 27, trying to stay perfect. And Galt goes across, trips 10 late. He'll start out with a turkey in game 7. Nolan Hughes covers, bringing up Brian Locke and KJ Moore. Brian misses right. He leaves the 1, 2, 4, 8. Here comes Nolan. He throws. He's playing across the lane. He buries it. 27 hasn't been a problem. 28's where he's leaving the single pins as Brian Locke covers up on 28. KJ Moore gets a big strike. He's got a lot of power. Really all the two-handers do. He gets so many revolutions on the ball. Brian Locke looks like he pulled it a little bit. He did. He goes to the nose, leaves the 3, 6, 10. So I was right. Declan Mitchell was the winner of our U12. He beat out Isabella Romano by 20 pins. So after 6 games, right now in first place is Blake Buffalo. Second place is Nick Penny. Third is JC Gunther. And fourth is Joseph Romano. And in the girls, first place is Isabel Hughes. Second, Emma Stoll. Third, Kelsey Cummings. And fourth is Kendall Bigley. Brian Locke is nowhere near the top.
There were 3 spots.
I think there are 3 spots.
Is that just 2? Is that what the green is?
I would imagine, but I don't know. KJ Moore, do you want to commentate? You want to talk? Caitlin Stoll says she wants to talk. Never mind. She's leaving. Nolan's going to try and get a strike here in the 5th frame on lane 28. He's 9 counted both times up on lane 28. See if he can get a strike here. He gets an 8 count, leaves the 2-10. Adam Galt crosses over, goes Brooklyn, leaves the 3-pin. And Nolan picks up the 2, but not the 10. And Galt picks up his spare. And he's got a clean game going right now. Brian Locke goes for the nose again, leaves the 4-6-7 this time. Nolan strikes over on 27, but she's done every time up on lane 27. 28's just giving him a little bit of trouble. As Brian Locke opens up, he only gets the 4-7 out of that 4-7-10. KJ Moore's going to try and rebound here after that open in the 5th. And ball picked up a little early. He goes across, leaves the 3-10. Brian throws a beautiful ball there. He gets a nice strike. He's going to run over here and watch it. KJ Moore just misses his spare there. He's going to have a 102 in the 6th frame. If I had another microphone, I'd let you. I don't have another headset. I got to go get one. KJ Moore throws his 7th frame. He goes a little high, leaves the 4-pin. Galt tries to stay clean here. He leaves the bucket 2, 4, 5, 8. And KJ just misses his 4-pin. That'll be an open in the 7th frame. And Galt misses the bucket, misses the 2-5, gets the 4-8 out of that. And he'll open up in the 6th and move over to lane 27 for his 7th frame. Nolan's going to try and get a strike over on lane 28, something he hasn't been able to do all game long. Looks like he made a ball change. Looks good. Takes out the 10 late. That'll be a double for Nolan. Galt goes through the nose, leaves an ugly split, leaves 4-6-7. So Brian Locke emphatically strikes, runs back here to watch it.
Brian Locke steps up on lane 28. Pretty bad shot that carries.
Galt just misses the 6-pin there. He'll open again.
Terrible shot.
KJ Moore tries to get back on track. Comes up light. Leaves the 2-4. KJ covers. And he'll spare in the 8th. Put him at 121, possible 131 in the 8th frame. Nolan steps up on dot 100. Light hit, but it's a strike. That's a turkey for Nolan. And Galt crosses over there. Had the 5-10, but 5 drops late. That's good. Only leaves the 10 pin. And Brian Locke will try to get a turkey here. Looks like he pulled it a little bit. Maybe not. Trips 7 late. That's a turkey.
What'd you say for that one?
I said it wasn't very good, but you struck anyways. Made an adjustment, moved inside.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Stay in the same spot.
Yeah, but you accidentally pulled it inside.
A little bit. It held.
It did hold. It did hold. KJ leaves a tough split, the big 4.
I think it's bowling alley's on top of the hill, otherwise it might be flooded. I wonder how my brother got home, because he works at PB. There's a bunch of flooding right in that area. That tree.
Yeah, everything on the way home for y'all on the way back to Capitol is pretty bad. And Nolan crosses over there, leaves a 6 pin in the 9th frame.
I'll go 4-wheeling if I have to. I'll go 4-wheel drive, go over some curbs. I have to.
Nolan covers. He has a 177, possible 187 in the 9th frame. Ball crosses over. He gets a strike in the 9th. Brian Locke does a nice strike there. Head pin comes over, takes off the 10. That'll be a hand bone for Brian going into the 10th. He can strike out here for 213. I mean, 233. That was way off.
Math is not his strong subject. He tries. He tries. We love him.
KJ Moore spares for his first in the 10th. He'll have one more ball as Nolan steps up for his 10th frame in Game 7, our final game of the day. And he comes up really light there, leaves the 210. KJ leaves a big 4 again. He'll finish with a 151 for Game 7. Go ahead. Go ahead. No. No one misses his 210. He finishes with 193. Galt buries it there. He strikes for his first ball in the 10th. Brian Locke goes for the nose, tries to mix him up, but leaves the 6, 7, 10. He's telling us to watch. I don't know what else we would watch. Pops out, hits the 10 pin, so he doesn't actually get anything. Galt throws his second ball in the 10th, and he almost strikes. He did strike. He had the 1, 2, 4 stand, and then everything fell, so he doubles in the 10th for a turkey. He can strike one more time for a 195. He's 6 counts there. 5 counts. Yeah, 5. He finishes 190 game 7. Brian Locke finished with a 194 in game 7. Still got a couple pairs finishing up, but as soon as we finish up, Melissa will be out in front of the camera announcing our winners. We'll be right back.
to, where are we going?
Cleveland.
There we go.
They know how to-
Cleveland. Blake Buffalo with a plus 44.
Boo.
In second place is Nick Penny at -5. Call your name, please come up. And in third place was Zachary Keene at -70. For the girls, your winner of the tournament was Isabel Hughes at -202. As we go down the spots for nationals, your first winner is Nicole Tuzlin at -318. Kelsey Cummins at -328. And Kendall Goodley at -4. It's a tie. Okay, we're going to skip that for a minute because I have to figure out how to do that. All right, and your winner for the U12 is Declan Mitchell at -149.
So our winner for the boys was Blake Buffalo at +44. Winner for the girls was Isabel Hughes at -202.
Kelsey's got her spot. It's Kendall and Sam Tuzlin that are tied. So we don't have to worry about it.
No, I just need a group picture of everybody that I called.
So me?
As soon as I figure it out.
Did
That
Matthew
means you
even
get to go
come
live in your
close?
hotel.
Matthew Hammond.
Ray's close.
I don't know. I'm going to call Gary.
You're gonna get a picture of the winning
The
group.
girls should be happy.
Yeah, Melissa's going to.
It's not like they're gonna be able to hang out.
All right, so that'll do it for the live stream. Again, our winner of the boys was Blake Buffalo at +44. Our winner of the girls was Isabel Hughes at -202. And our winner in the U12 was Declan Mitchell at -149. Thanks everybody that watched, and we'll see you at the next tournament.